Hello, Aloha Tribe. It is Pink Bella. Hope everybody is well. Hope you can hear me recording this very powerful transmission. The Pleiadians are going to join us today. This is January 2nd, 2025. Thank you, everybody. Happy, blessed New Year. I also want to just say live that I'm very grateful for all of you, here on my channel, for all of you who share out my work, for all of you who booked sessions and packages. I've been doing this work since 2016, so since then, but especially those of you this last year, I would say 2024 was a very challenging year for many of us. And I want to thank everyone as well for who booked the candle work, prayers, intentions, and grid work for that Black New Moon for the first of the year. That was amazing. First time I've offered that. I will be offering it again, just not sure when. I probably will offer it for special astrological sessions, and it looks like there's going to be a few this month. So just make sure you're subscribed to my notifications. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. That happens to a lot of us because I post almost everything on a daily basis in that community tab, which is just the flow for our channels here on YouTube. And I do try best as I can to post the same information on Instagram and Facebook, as well as Telegram and TikTok as well. So all my social media links are in the description box as well. Follow me all over the place. I do have a Rumble channel too. My podcast is on Spotify, and I will be double checking and making sure that my podcasts are available on other platforms as well. So stay tuned for that. Okay, with lots to cover. I'm going to be doing a deep dive. I'm going to look at this a few times this month. I will be going live next week, but I will be with you on the chat during this premiere today. So I want to do a deep dive for the USA, for Canada, for global, to see how our timeline's looking for January, February, March. I also want to I pulled some cards, just 3 cards for us for an overview for this entire month. The Pleiadians are coming in super strongly for me right now. I'll read a little bit of information about that. They were the first star seed group that I worked with. And so I'll talk a little bit more about them. But they're going to be channeling through and sharing information about a global update for the UFO UAPs that started really deeply. They've been going on for years, but really big ramp up October, November, but especially December in the New Jersey, New York area. And now it's global. So I want to do a little look about that. They'll give me some information about that. I also want to look at the fog. There's fog everywhere, but it's not just the fog. There's toxins coming through the air with the fog as well. Not to get everybody freaked out, but just want to look at, see what information we need about that. Also, the bird flu. By the way, a couple of stores here. So I'm outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and the star seed, one of the star seeds representing the west coast of Canada, but I look after many different areas globally with grid work as well. But Vancouver is my jam. We haven't had any fog here. I did see somebody else say that there was some fog, but it's been minimal. It's been normal. We've had actually fairly normal weather. However, it's been unseasonably warm until today. Today, we're finally getting some colder weather, which we need, because as we all know, if the weather patterns change, so does the vegetation, the wildlife, all of that. So we have had a lot of rain, but the air and the skies have been fairly clear. But I know fog is showing up all over the place. And when people video the fog, there's lots of other things coming through the fog. I also want to look at the bird flu. That's what I'm sharing about. So a couple of stores here locally, all the eggs were gone, and they had little signs up saying it was due to the bird flu. So I'm going to look at that. It's not everywhere. A couple of the main stores, like the bigger stores, and I go to everything because I do grid work everywhere, making sure that everything is high vibrational for all of the collective wherever I go. And but my little store downstairs, no problem. I use the violet flame, and I use other tools to transmute whatever might be around food and water, but I want to see if that's just a tactic or if there's something really going on. Just quickly review the astrology for January, and the next video I do, I can go into it a little bit more. We are in the midst, of course, of another portal. It started yesterday, January 1st, goes right to the 11th. And there's lots of big astrology happening on the 11th of January as well. The astrology, a couple of words for 2025, life-changing. Life-changing. 2025 is we thought, so all these years, especially since 2020, have been putting us through initiations, clearing out old belief systems, understanding about abundance. Like we're co-creating with source, moving back to being more deeply connected to source, understanding all the players down here, right? The NPCs, the dark ETs, all sorts of things going on, the hacking and the false matrix. And it's not that our guides have been wrong, it's that they plugged us into a false matrix where there was a mirror image of our guides. As an example, Archangel Michael. So you might be at a stage where you don't trust Archangel Michael anymore. Well, tap in, because you may have been plugged into a false matrix where that version is not assisting you. Yeah. Wild stuff. I've been through it all, been through so many initiations. Absolutely as well. Our big initiation happened for many of us through the holidays, because we received so many light codes from the Sirius star system and the Pleiadian star system through that Christmas break. And that actually is why they chose Christmas when they did, to make everybody so stressed out you can't receive. But we end up doing like a lot of dream work, a lot of healing, a lot of deep cellular healing. The archons did whatever they could to put us on a previous timeline, to their plan was to be loud and loud and loud, to bring in belief systems and messages that were not our own, to make us try to push us into lower vibrations of anger, of grief, of sadness, which is fine. But they were basically, what they did was they showed us all from the solstice right through New Year's Day, where all the patterns were that we've been repeating. You still have an opportunity from now through the 11th of January to create very powerful intentions with the universe and slam the door on 2024 or anything else that's happened in your life, because that's why it was so loud. So the archons actually are serving a purpose. They're showing us all the deep healing, but it's been intense. Okay. So they personally showed me where I had been involved in a few people's lives for lifetimes, but involved in their drama and their scenarios for years. And I cleared that all out, and I released all the drama connections through forgiveness and gratitude, and they're gone. And one of the individuals did reappear in my reality yesterday, and I was kind of compassionate, like I always am, but I no longer there's no need now to take on the problems of others, because they have a higher self and team working with them. So that's what I did. I listened with a compassionate ear. I wished her well. I asked her higher self and her angels to work with her, because I know a lot of deep healing that a lot of souls that are potentially unconscious with what is coming this year are being pushed into scenarios to help wake them up. And it's not, or I saw something else, it's not our role to wake them up. It's our role to work on our own stuff, stay in our own lane, and allow that vibration for them to find their own way. So everybody's being moved to a different timeline right now, okay? But yes, the archons were very intensely tried to bring a lot of things back for all of us. Sounds, people, dramas, narcissism, you name it. So lots going on there, okay? And I'm not having any of it. I'm sure none of you are as well. So anyway, that's what the powerful prayers and intentions were. So when I did all that work for you all as well on the 29th and the 30th, I also did it for myself. It was very powerful. I had a very powerful candle work session for myself yesterday with Prime Source, with the universe, and I'm already seeing a different timeline today as well. Okay, so let's take a look. Let me just look at the astrology really quickly. And again, all my information to contact me, to work with me, in the description box below. Website, email's the best way to get a hold of me. Jumpstart January offers on now for the next couple of days. Things are changing daily. I just get guided. My website's going to be going through a big shift the next couple of weeks, and I am absolutely will be up and running with a new website and store very soon. What else did they want me to share about? Okay, there was something. Oh, okay. I wrote it down. There's a holiday session offer that I started offering in December, as well as a package, the holiday gem package. So that's going to be the offer that's on right now is going to be ending tomorrow. So if you're interested in that offer, pick it up while you can. It will still be there in some form on my website, but it's shifting. because it was created just for the holidays. It's a gem frequency quantum healing package. So there's the amethyst gem session, there's the emerald gem session, and the sapphire gem session. So you can check that out. Okay. Still availability to book into my mentorship program, where you absolutely can put a deposit down. We'll work out something when you can start once everything is booked in. So there's absolutely an offer to do that. So check that out. That's on my website too, or email me if you're interested in a certain package. I only have 1 or 2 spaces available per month. So if you want to jumpstart your January and really get going, that's the way to go. And yeah, I already talked about the jump stuff offers. I think that's it. Every single session package and mentorship bundle is on offer right now. And things, yeah, I'm being guided by my higher self. Things are shifting, changing here too, as well as the energy exchange. So yeah, check that out. Look forward to working with you all. Okay, so I already pulled 3 cards, but let's talk about so we had a 1-1 portal. Venus has moved into Pisces today. Now let's not get hung up on which sign is correct right now. This is the collective energy. You might go on an app and find a different energy. Use whatever works for you. Okay. But what's interesting about the Pisces energy is the nodes are shifting. So the lunar north nodes and south nodes change every 18 months. They're changing this month. So that's already a big sign of what's to come for this year. I will do a separate deep dive just on that. Okay. So, and the true lunar node where we're going is Pisces. Pisces is the old energy that we're leaving. So lots of old systems will be shutting down, changing, and because Aquarius is where we're heading. Okay. And this is interesting. It changes into Pisces right before the sun moves into Aquarius. All right. So Venus has moved into Pisces. So that's about our love life, our heart, our grief, our sadness. It's also about abundance, about divine feminine energy. So there could be information coming up about that to heal. Chiron did just move direct. I didn't talk about that. Talk about that next time. I think it happened between the solstice and New Year's Day. Mars is already retrograde, but apparently the retrograde, maybe it's moving signs. It's retrograde in Cancer on the 6th. Mercury's going to be moving into Capricorn on the 8th. We have the full moon in, okay, so we have the 11/11 gateway on January 11th. We also have the nodes are shifting on the 11th. We have a full moon in Cancer on the 13th. The sun will be moving into Aquarius on the 19th of January. Mercury then moves into Aquarius on the 27th. The new moon, we'll also have a new moon in Aquarius on the 29th, and Uranus will go direct on the 30th of January. What do they want me to share? Oh, today is the full day when even Mercury retrograde shadow period is over. So Mercury did go direct before Christmas, but the shadow period has officially ended today. All right, let me just talk a little bit about, I want to look at the, so 2025, all of the in astrology, all of the outer planets are changing signs. This is a very rare occurrence, and this year everything changes. So that was the first little message that I posted. So let's talk about from the 1/1 portal till the 11/11 portal on January 11th. 11 days of miracles and blessings. Set intentions. Energy is highly charged. Between the 1st and the 11th, a powerful gateway opens, bringing sudden new beginnings, divine intervention, and life-changing life-changing shifts. Doors will open. Unexpected good news will arrive. Soul deep connections will form. Out of the blue, miracles, exciting opportunities, good luck, good fortune are on the way. Everything you've been waiting for, good news will come. Solutions will provide themselves. Blessings are aligning. So make sure that you feel worthy and deserving of everything that is coming. Keep watching for 11, 111, and 1111. Cool. Okay. I also wanted to just share a little bit about, I recently saw a way shower saying that our higher selves were from Sirius. That's not true for all of us. Yeah. So I work with all galactic teams, and I do work with the Sirius team, but you notice I don't share too much about them on here. They're not my aligned frequency. So my aligned frequencies are Arcturus, Pleiadians, Lyra, and Andromeda. I work with all of the energies in the Galactic Alliance, but that's interesting. So I felt into that. I listened to that. I felt into that. I thought, no, if my higher self is supposed to be in Sirius, that doesn't feel right. Sorry, my nose is running again. Okay, that doesn't feel right. No, my higher self is in the Pleiadian system. I heard Alcyone. Yeah, and then get this. So this is the download from today from the Pleiadian message. Sometimes I post this every day. Your central sun has been receiving new light codes from its counterpart sun, Alcyon, right? So the light codes are coming through the Sirius sun and also the counterpart sun, Alcyon. Such codes contain new encoded Christ information that is necessary for the next cycle in our ascension process. Think of a staircase. Our ascension process is our moving closer and closer to a different timeline for that fifth dimensional new earth timeline, okay? We are embodying it. Yes, some of us, we do experience 5D consciousness daily, but not always, because we'll be put back into our lower timeline to help humanity, to be in the 3D, to raise the vibration, to clear energy, doing grid work, like all sorts of things, okay? The whole idea is not to avoid 3D. We're to embody fifth dimensional consciousness and pay it forward. Be kind, all right? So, yes, we had two back-to-back X-class solar flares. So today is Thursday, on Sunday night and Monday morning. I had to reschedule a session. That's rare. That might be twice a year, but we had back-to-back X class. X class, think of like 1,000-foot waves of light coming in. Boom, boom, boom. What does that do? Brings everything to the surface. So sometimes we can't sleep and then we get knocked out. So we had a massive upgrade and timeline shift on what day was that? 30th of December. Okay, preparing us for the New Year's Eve portal. Recent solar flares aimed at Earth are carrying very high vibrational light codes that are ushering in the activation of this Christ consciousness and activating our cosmic heart, which is our high heart. Through these days, we might feel lightheadedness. We might feel our body might be aching. We're adjusting to the frequencies. Our heart is trying to expand and hold more light. I would say at a cellular level, chakra, meridian, organs, blood, bones, quantum field, everything is being upgraded right now. So these shifts are happening at a deep, deep cellular level. Let me just go back. Wanted to read just a little bit about what happened on New Year's Eve. At some point, I'll figure out how to share all this stuff as I'm recording. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Just look at this. So on the 31st, we had the New Year alignment with the star Sirius, but this happens every year, which we call the Great Central Sun. But now, you know, I just shared a lot of us are actually receiving our light codes from Alcyon as well. It just depends what we set up. We're being opened up to a massive flow of energy carrying serious light codes, higher cosmic consciousness, templates, upgrades. I would say sacred geometry, color codes, soul mission codes, timeline activations. It's going to also be we got basically a big present, big package from the universe. This is to help us upgrade at a deep DNA cellular level and healing. They're also working on ensuring that our crown chakra stays connected. So when we're under some type of energy interference, it is because that's the name of the game down here of the dark ETs. They want our crown chakras cut off. Okay. So yeah, we're dealing with all of this as well as our missions and whatever other healing we need to do. I think that's enough. So I want to do some deep dives. Okay, that's good. All right, so I just said, what are the 3 messages that we need to know based on January and this first week? Okay, hold on. I did this backwards. Again, solar upgrades. So it's starting to get dark here, everyone. So I've got my light ring on, so there might be a bit of glare. So we're going through solar plexus upgrades. This is to allow us to step into our power. It's also showing us what our inner fire and our passion is, where have we handed our power over to. This is interesting. My nose was running last time as well. Hold on. Okay, so it's pushing us into our power, showing us where we've handed our power over, or we've allowed others to step, into our boundaries. Star gathering. Stars are aligning, remembering who we are, and calling in soul family and soul tribe. We're also obviously going to be having more connection with our star families, and they're already here. And I'll get to that next as well. And overall, Emerald Tablet activation. So those of you who are deeply connected to the Emerald Order, the Emerald Tablets, Thoth, are going to be receiving a lot of cosmic energy and information and downloads about this as well. It also says cosmic ordering. So again, that's our manifesting, our setting intentions and claiming. what we want for a new reality. I always find, like looking back on, as long as I've been doing this work, the first 3 weeks of January, like before we get into Aquarius, are really about ensuring that we're crystal clear about what we want for the rest of 2025. Okay. Apparently my third eye and everything is clearing out right now. All right. Let's look now. I want to do a deep dive. I'm going to do it a different way around this time, and the Pleiadians are going to transmit through me along with Prime Source Creator support and bubble of protection around all of us. Pleiadians are going to bring in information. What do we need to look at for USA? Then I'll look at Canada and then globally. What do we need to know? So you can go back and look at my video that I did last November. For Canada, it looked like there was going to be a big shift in December and January, and that has come to fruition. It hasn't physically completed yet, but we did have a big kerfuffles the week before Christmas, where there was a big option for the government to change. It got put in a waiting period, but there's going to be a real push for a shift this month. We also know in the USA, you have as soon as we get into Aquarius, you have an inauguration and a change of energy in your White House, but it's more than that. It's a change of timelines. And then I want to look at globally. So let's ask, I'm going to do this step first. What do we need to know for the US overall for January? One card for January, one card for February, and one card for March. January is the Empress, fertility, which, yeah. February, conflict and defeat. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a kerfuffle. And March, but it's a 5 though. So it could, yeah. Okay. And then March is partnerships and alliances. Overall, emptying the bowl, love begins. Then we have clarification cards. Fertility, Chariot, movement forward. Conflict and defeat for February, 3 of Swords. Oh, I'm going to do another clarity card as well. We have the Knight of Wands, right? And remember, the Pleiadians are transmitting through me, and they're bringing in information from the Galactic Akashic records, which is a higher, like, look at a higher, like, that's what I'm looking for, higher perspective. Yeah. So we have the Knight of Cups and partnerships and alliances. And at the bottom, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so they're going to channel through me for January for the USA. So they're letting me know that even though it looks like a lot of masculine energy is taking over this new timeline, it's actually being guided by divine feminine energy. There's a lot of divine feminine, no, it's like divine feminine aspects that are going to be brought into this new timeline. So it might look gruff on the outside, but it's not. It's being divided by heart and soul and the betterment for humanity, not only for your country, but for the entire globe. And things are going to, the Chariot, things are going to start moving super fast because it's almost the end of the month by the time the timeline changes. Okay. So we're letting go of an old belief system, an old regime, and a lot of information is going to start coming forward. So, okay, set by February. So conflict and defeat, but this defeat, this is the collective. So this is like everything that starts to come out is really going to be bringing up a lot of grief and sadness for the collective, a lot of wounding, a lot of the truths that do come out are really going to be like people's minds are going to be blown. All right. So they have invested their belief system in parties and governments, in the stories here on the planet, heart and soul, especially since 2020. And they are going to be, yeah, we're going to have to hold space for them and just know they're going to be dealing with a lot. Then we have the Knight of Wands. They're letting me know that once a lot of this information comes out, within 3 weeks, things will have calmed down. A lot of people will have moved into acceptance. And then in March, we have partnerships and alliances, Knight of Cups. So a lot of the newfound alliances that the US makes in March will be highly beneficial and heart-based, even though it might look like it to some individuals, but that's their belief systems, right? That's the reality. But it's going to be heart-based based and very good for the collective, for humanity, for Earth. And overall, the message is love begins. The bowl's being emptied from the past. The timeline reset is beginning, and then we have Six of Cups. So by March, you all of us will be able to stop and smell the roses and breathe, because a lot of information that we've all been waiting for will come out. We have very powerful King of Swords. We have very powerful energy and support from the alliance with everybody here on Earth that is moving everything forward. They're also letting me know in February that there still might be some kerfuffles out in 3D with certain groups all over the globe that don't want this change, but it's going to be managed. All right. We have an alliance that's going to be managing and taking care of that. I just want to pull. Yeah. What other card should I pull? Oh, okay. So they're letting me know to pull a dragon, a crystal, and one other overall message. Which one? Okay. This one. So let one overall message for the USA for the next 3 months. Halls of learning. Spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. So yeah, a lot of information. They're letting me know a lot of information that's been in the Akashic records for the USA will start to clear and heal. A lot of the truths will come out. And yeah, a lot of wisdom and a lot of confirmation from what many of us on this channel already know, but it's gonna by March, everyone is gonna be on the same page and getting it. And if not, it's like being in class, being in line, back to the end of the line until you get it. Okay, crystal for the USA. I love it. Clear quartz for clarity, meditation, and making sure that your crown chakra is connected to your higher self and prime source creator. I love that. And that's number 14. And then dragon, we have the lilac fire dragon, which is like the violet flame dragon, but it goes with that empress. It's very divine feminine energy. So it says, bringing in the power of divine love, opening up communication with love and enlightenment. I love that. That's a beautiful, beautiful message for the USA. And again, I'll be looking at that again. I'll be looking at all the timelines again next week, because the timelines change daily. Yeah, they change daily for all of us. All right, let's look at Canada and see what's going on with Canada, because Canada is the biggest trading partner with the USA, and we've always been connected. There's been all sorts of stories going around, but I feel like with the same as with the USA and Canada, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes in the movie than we already know. So let me just shuffle the deck. Let's see, what do we need to know about Canada? Because I know there's going to be a change in guard as well. So is that happening in January, February, or March, or both? So January, 11, balance. Isn't that interesting? So they're already letting me know by the 11th, by January 11th, there's going to be more balance within the country. February, zero reset, new beginnings. March, oh, shadow stuff. Shadow healing. Let's do clarification on that. And then the star card came in. Okay, bottom of the deck. Choose wisely. I know what that's about. Okay, let's look at January. I have to be careful what I share, even with my personal collective, because a lot of people are in resistance to what's coming. Big changes for Canada, necessary changes. All right, balance card. Hierophant. So everyone's higher self, and I've been asking for this whenever I'm out, everyone's higher self is working very deeply with all Canadians right now to bring in that angelic, that high source, like believing and having faith. And Canada's also being watched over. So Canada's being watched over, and whatever is coming forward is necessary. Now, the Hierophant could also represent like the crown, like the British crown that Canada was originally part of. Let me just pull one more card around that and see. Judgment. So two major arcana. And guess what? 20th. So Canadians have a lot of judgment for each other around parts. So it's Canada's time to clear out the judgments and start working with the highest self and understanding that there's a bigger, that it's being directed, right? Okay, so it's being directed, but all, yeah, Canadians internally have a lot of judgment about what's happened, what is happening, what's true, what's going on, and it's causing a lot of divide between Canadians right now. So let's see what else. And there's letting me know Judgment Day is coming. So anything that's been hidden is going to start coming out in January, fast and furious. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is to move all of us as Canadians into peace, abundance that we're worthy of, right? So right now, where the country's at, it's not where we're at. But that's what all of the upheaval is, to bring balance and peace and abundance for all Canadians, because it's part of the global plan, right? Okay. Yeah, they're also letting me know this is connected to global organizations that are actually controlling a lot of things behind the scenes. So that's going to come to the surface as well. So what do we have with new beginnings? New beginnings, zero reset for February. King of Cups. So that's going to be a change of heart, a change of leadership for Canada. Is there anything else we need to know? We'll be moving out of troubled waters in February. Six of Swords. So lots of truth. We're being moved out of troubled waters. So is that when the election is going to be? Let me see. We know something's coming. So is it going to be February or March? Let's see what's coming for March. So there's still a battle going on by March. So March could be, so the election is going to either be February or March. And I think the reason I'm not getting clarity is because it's still unknown at this point, because things are going to be unfolding. It'll start next week. Things will start to unfold. Okay, so there's still a battle going on. It's going to bring up a lot of arguments, a lot of shadows for a lot of souls. A lot of souls are going to be faced with, no, I believed in this. This is what I believed in for the last 4 years, last 10 years, and it's going to be like shattered. The battle's going to be over. And we have our star family bringing us hope and peace and new beginnings in March, and balance. So it looks like by March, we'll have new leadership. Guidance is choose wisely. Choose wisely. I think everybody can already see who's going to move forward, and it's going to be for the benefit. Someone younger, somebody who sees the vision of not only Canada but the world, and someone who will work for Canada. Okay, and again, nothing personal. I am not invested in any of this. It's just what I'm getting from the Pleiadians. It's a star galactic alliance choice, because this individual knows as well, has been informed, and has been picked by the Galactic Alliance to help move Canada out of troubled waters. So it is. All right. Yeah, many of us were actually hoping that it would have happened already before this, because we have been in this lower vibrational energy, this old timeline, since 2015, and it's time for Canada to move forward. Okay. To make Canada strong and the world strong. All right, so let's look globally. What do we need to look at globally for all countries? The global look for January, February, March 2025. Prosperity now begins in January for all of us globally. New timeline, new beginnings. February, heartache and loss. March, solar plexus. 3. Oh my goodness, there's a 3-3. And bottom of the deck, horse, massive light codes and upgrades, ensuring more starseeds and light workers are brought up to speed. So globally, what prosperity begins for everybody. Death of the old. So death of the old in January, and Nine of Pentacles. This also could be the introduction of the new global direction and economy that will bring prosperity for everybody. So that could already start in January. Doesn't mean it'll be fully implemented, but I feel like the plans will be brought out more to the collective. Okay, heartache and loss in February. We have the Emperor. And, oh, okay. So there's still many souls that are not happy about the direction of some of the leaders. Some of the leaders that are being put in, they're still grieving about that. But the individuals, not just one, but the individuals moving forward are actually very supportive of the divine feminine energy. They know that we all need to work together, and they're very supportive of us being independent and sovereign manifestors. So we're not to get hung up about the old stories. We're to release the old stories, because if we're such powerful manifestors, if we keep up with the old stories, it's going to keep us in a loop of heartache and loss, and that we're never moving forward. But we are. Groundhog Day is moving forward, but there's going to be lots of healing in February. Okay, we'll all be in our power. There's going to be a lot of changes by March. There's our solar plexus stepping back into our individual sovereign power. And again, we got the Seven of Cups, which is choose wisely. So again, we're to choose our independent sovereignty, our empowerment every single day. If we're wrapped up in a story and it's bringing our vibration down, it's time to hang up on that story, back to nature, back to what makes you high vibration. March is a powerful month because we have a 3-3 portal, we have the equinox, so we have all this astrology in March as well. And the equinox is just as powerful as the solstice, and it's a big kick. You know, northern hemisphere will be going into spring, southern hemisphere you'll be going into fall. Okay, so again, Seven of Cups, keep choosing wisely. Keep choosing wisely daily. We have the Page of Cups as well. New offers on the table, lots of new ideas, but they're beginning stages. And again, we have the Four of Cups. We're to use our powerful tools, gratitude and forgiveness. Don't get all wrapped up. Like, don't think you're being left out in the cold, or that things aren't unfolding the way they should. They're unfolding as best and as quickly as they can, but lots of changes in March. And let me pull like one overall card. Yeah, we're going to be fully online with our destined timeline by March 2025. I love that. Okay, excellent. All right, so let me look at, just briefly, because there might be more information that comes out. Let me just, so first contact is now, we're in it. There are massive light ships and UFOs being filmed by regular collective people all over the planet, all over places. You can check out my TikTok right now is the only platform where I can reshare a lot of these videos and make sure that it's okay. Some people are able to share this information on Instagram and YouTube, but I don't want to take any chances. So please follow me on TikTok, because I can do lives over there and I can talk more freely over there as well. But just know that we are in first contact now. It's here. And for many reasons, you can go back and watch my original videos for many reasons, mainly being making sure that humanity moves forward positively, stays on the positive timeline, and that there's no strange acts that will interfere. So let me just pull a couple of cards about the UAP and UFOs for January. Creating a foundation for all of us, for everyone on the planet, to finally understand that there is life beyond this planet. And there's a lot of star season hybrids already here. Stand our ground. We're to still stay in our power, not hand over our power to these ships and say, please take me home. We're also being given an opportunity to determine what is organic, what is an organic orb, a plasmoid, or what is a mechanical craft that's been created here on Earth. Recognition and rewards. So as a collective, we are it's time. 2025 is the time for all of humanity to understand there's life beyond this planet, which is what I was asking for when I was at the Galactic computer in Giza way back in 1994 and 95. And the Pleiadians were already letting me know. I didn't know I was talking to them, but they were already letting me know that that it was too soon. It would cause too much fear. Okay. So with foundations and achievements, we have the Six of Pentacles. So all of this is to help everybody on the planet be equal and balanced. So it doesn't matter where anybody is on the planet, they're going to see these ships and they're going to go, we're not alone. We've been, everyone's going to understand that as a collective, our history was changed. Stand your ground. Death card. So going through a massive death and rebirth with these new individuals that we'll see. They're just going to hang out. Yeah, nothing's going to happen. They're just going to hang out, and so everybody can see them. So they'll be in the night skies. They'll be over the oceans. They're just going to always be there so people can see something besides the regular stars that we've been shown and the moon, okay? We've been like Earth is part of, they want to move Earth into the Galactic Alliance. So it's time. We're at that point. So things like famine and conflicts, and everyone can be prosperous, and we can start to work on the plan. We got the Star Council, right? So they're overseeing, they're watching us to make sure that we're going to be okay. Bottom of the deck, prosperity begins. I love it. So all is looking good. That is the update for now. Nothing to worry about. They're doing it gradually, and they're actually showing that they're not a threat, but they're also showing the other parties who don't want this. They're showing that they're here, and their technology outweighs the ones here that are trying to hang on tenfold. Yeah. Okay. What's going on with the fog? Do we have anything to worry about? I do not have fog in my area. If you all have fog in your area, please comment below. And also, if you have videos to share, let me know, and we can post them on my TikTok as well. Or if you have already posted them somewhere, let me know. Okay. So what do we need to know about the fog? I have seen, it looks like there's, they're using it for a couple of reasons, to cover things going on in the sky, but also to send out certain frequencies and other things in the air. Okay, so they're already letting me know that that's going to end soon. So they're already letting me know that's going to end. Yeah, that'll be gone by January, moving through that, and new beginnings. We got 1/1. So they're letting me know by the 11th of January, the fog will be gone. It's just another deterrent. Is there anything else that we need to know? Again, it's again, oh, for the collective to let them know what has been happening. Food, water, air, all sorts of things have been going on. So it's being used as a process. They're saying definitely don't go out in it, hang out in it, breathe in it. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves as well. And a lot more of the regular folks are noticing this as well. So yeah, people have videotaped it. When they look into the fog, it looks like snow coming in, and it's not. It's another process to try and bring toxins to individuals. So looks good. Looks like it'll be gone. They're also saying like it says emotional withdrawal. If you're outside and you have symptoms, go back inside and use tools to help you breathe better. Like there's certain essential oils that'll help you breathe better. They're saying don't spend a lot of time out in it and breathe it in, because you might have a reaction to it. Okay, let's look at the bird flu. So once again, there's a process of trying to place fear. And like I just shared with you, a couple stores here said, no, we don't have eggs. So because of the bird flu, right? Yeah, okay. So there could be a couple things going on. So that's why I wanted to ask. It could be like, there could be potentially something that's being released, or was there something already released and they're having to remove certain products and eggs because of that? There are going to be individuals out there too. I think there's also like a little bit of a test. Are people going to buy into this? So what do we need to know, Pleiadians, about the bird flu? It'll all be cleared this month. Triumph success, so it will be gone. There won't be any more talk about it. Memories of love came in. Yeah, and it's connected. We got victory and success twice. So it's connected to a past timeline. It's connected to the bird flu has been talked about for, I watched a Christmas show. It was like way back in like the 2000s, early 2000s, where they were already saying, oh, I might get bird flu. So it's something that has been brought in and out for generations, but it's going to be cleared away. Like the truth is going to come out, and they're letting me know that the beings that have created this, not from the birds, are trying to like last ditch effort to bring more toxins into humanity. Well, the new regime coming in is not going to allow that. So I feel like even some of the products that are already being removed from the market is because they were treated to create problems for humanity's health. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. So there's a battle going on, but it's ending. Yeah, the people that are creating this are going to be they're going to lose. And what's been going on? Again, we got victory and success. So again, anything that was generational that's been going on for years, it's connected to other additives into food, etc. We have victory and success all over the place. Yeah, and we got the death card. Can you see how often the death card has come in? So end of the old regime. And they're saying by March. So much information is going to come up by March. So just know if there's any products that are being removed right now, it's for the benefit of all of humanity. Is there anything else I wanted to look at? That's it. Okay, I think I've talked long enough. Let me just pull one more dragon and crystal for all of us. Oh, I forgot to pull one for Canada and globally. Okay, there you go. So let me pull a dragon and a crystal for Canada. Apologies about that. Like I had so many topics to look at. Dragon for Canada. We got the Emerald Dragon, which came in right in for prosperity. So the Emerald Rays and the Emerald Dragon are working overtime for all Canadians. So this information is to help you all when you're making your choices. Understand that the old stories mean nothing. The good fortune and good things are coming for Canadians, and the Emerald Dragons and Rays are also assisting. I shuffled. Canada also got clear quartz, which makes sense. Clarity, meditation, and to keep your crown chakra and your energy connected to Prime Source Creator and your higher self. Or let's pull a dragon and a crystal for everyone globally for January, February, March, at least for January. Wow. The Black Dragon of Saturn. There is, it didn't come up in the astrology, but there is still a lot of Saturn energy, which I feel is connected to the Piscean age that's clearing out. But it has been bringing us wisdom. And I'm trying to remember, I can't remember exactly where Saturn is right now, but it's ensuring that we concentrate and we focus and we set intentions for ourselves and the collective. Okay, so we have the black dragons that are assisting us. We're also to congratulate ourselves. We have passed and are continuing to pass our initiations with flying colors. That is good to know. Let me pull one more dragon. Oh, let me pull one more dragon for all of us. I love it. Continue to use the gold and silver violet flame. And you also have a gold and silver violet flame dragon that can help you transmute everything around you and your path forward. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else? Let me just hold it up a little longer. I love this dragon. And it says to offer service under grace. Okay, it's time for transmutation, healing. It says magic. I would say, manifestations, intentions, blessings, and to offer service under grace. Again, if you're presented with a situation of someone who's not doing as well as you, and you might think that you're not doing as well, you have to pay it forward and be kind to them. Okay. All right, crystal for everyone. I love it. This came forward right before Christmas. Preonite. Number 33. So continue to clear, release, declutter from now through March. Heart chakra stones. I love it. Love and aloha, everyone. Look forward to working with you. Check out the Jump Start January offers, mentorships. Whoever is ready for that, I'm ready for you. Love and aloha from Bella. I will be back soon. Take care, everyone, and happy January.